All right, here I am the day before pre-op, getting ready to wait for the appointment. They end up doing like lab work, put you a band on that you can't take off to the next day. Good thing for me, my surgery is literally the next day. So just in the lobby, just waiting for to be called back. What's up? So it's morning of my surgery, having a adrenalectomy robotically. I have a tumor on my right adrenal, my kidney. So they're going in. They're doing that. I'm curious to see how the results come out. I'm thankful. I give God the glory, the honor. I stayed down close to the hospital. The goal is I will be admitted overnight and then take it day by day and just see how it goes from there. But yeah, it's what was it? I think it's almost like 7 o'clock. Surgery's at 11:30, and I gotta be at the hospital at 9:30. So, God is good. God is good. I give God the glory in everything, in all His ways. He's amazing. He shows up for me in ways I never deserve, and I'm thankful. I'm crusty too, so and dry. They made me take a shower. That's not a problem, but you have to get all this stuff off your skin. I'm about to take another shower, and then I'll take 2 showers. So yeah, but I think when I got ready to have my procedure, there wasn't much videos, much people talking about like this. So I want to record as much as I can. I'll even kind of talk about what led to this point at some point. I think right now I'm just wanting to get through today, God's will. But I do want to share all that led to this. Later, maybe there can be its own separate video. Maybe I could be an advocate for people who are going through, and I'm excited to see the results. I mean, there's so many things that I'm hoping for. What was kind of explained to me, what would be the outcome. From what I understand, they're going to come in through the stomach part. I'll show, like I said, once I start to feel better, I'll show like how they came in, and when I get to the point, at that point, I will record and make a video, and I may post this. I think I might post this on YouTube. Like I said, it wasn't too many updated videos on this procedure, and I'm sure people are having this procedure. I'm sure people wanted to know the real and how it goes and all of that. So I'm gonna continue on and go from there. So peace out. When I get to the hospital, probably record a little bit like pre-surgery, and then I'll depending on how I feel, I'll do some post-surgery. Maybe not same day, but when I have those moments. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm speaking positive. Everything's gonna work out according to God's will, and for His glory and for betterment and improvement of my life. So I am thankful that I'm here, and I pray that pray over myself. I'm looking forward to see the change. I know God is with me through it all. So, all right, peace. In the hospital. Just day 2 after surgery. Potentially could be going home either today or tomorrow. The pain last night was pretty bad. Although otherwise surgery went well. I still got my right adrenal, which had a tumor on it. I tested the tumor to see what's going on. So far, on steroids, bunch of pain medicine. Just gotta be in and out of sleep. I'm trying to do a little walking later on. But as of right now, that's what's going on. I'm still kind of groggy. But we shall see. For sure. That is it. Look at the nurse with the patch on her hand. The nurse needs a nurse.
Shut up.
Oh. She got me. You gotta feed me.
What kind of sandwich is this? And yes, I washed my hands. Oh, they literally just put this turkey on here.
Cool.
Nothing.
But that's how I eat my sandwiches.
No, you don't. Oh, no, it looks like a cheese on here.
Some pickles.
I've never seen you eat pickles on a sandwich.
This too small.
They got mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard.
Yep, the mayonnaise is fine. And then this mayonnaise, I don't want no mustard.
That's gross.
Are you making it?
No, that you wanted to.
Oh yeah, it's legit gonna take me all day to eat.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm not putting no salt on that baked potato.
Yeah, I know.
You just don't have to act like it got salt on it.
Can you cut the sandwich?
Sure.
Thank you.
How would you like it cut? In a straight line.
Who cuts the sandwich? You do that now? Look at you.
What? What?
I want about 4 pain pills. I know that sounds crazy. All right, let me hang up. I'll call y'all back.
Hang up.
Night 2, a lot better. I think they just came and gave me pain medicines. I was just up. Here I got my best friend. She's been a trooper. She was knocked out as best as she could. But nowhere near as much pain as it was the night before. I felt like I was up that entire night. Just kind of near the surgery site, it was just throbbing a lot. But nah, just kind of was somewhat up. I figured they was about to come back in and do vitals and all of that, so I was like, I'll just stay up and probably just sleep through the day a little bit. I think I actually went home this day. Trooper. So I was I was getting discharged this day. As you see, just trying to move around and a little bit short. She's on all weekend. I want to thank you. I'm going to say it publicly.
No, you don't have to do that.
It's my girl. I looked over there, you all crawled up. 2 in the morning, though, you was like, I'm clocked out, called a nurse. To be my girl. So, if you ever need somebody to sit with you while you have a surgery, call Clean Bliss.
No.
They just put that on their schedule now. And then she might have to clean a little bit when she get here, because it's a tad bit dirty. But we worked it out. Now, if you on an NPO and you can't eat, she gonna order DoorDash and have you jealous. But salmon. So that last place was called, it was Hobos. No, it was Hobnob, but it smelled good. But she will bring you a muffin from Panera after you beg her 100 times. My mac and cheese was amazing. I'm gonna have to go get some before I leave and take it. No, Hobnob. It gotta be up the street if you order it.
I just said Atlantic Station.
Well, I don't know where that's at. I don't know where I'm at. I know I'm in the hospital in Atlanta. That's about it.
He gave up his spirit. Now God from heaven unleashes.
That's a different way to go to church.
On the earth to make sure the whole world knows that you
I know. She got her thing to a healthcare.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know why they're stored up so high.
Alrighty. Home from the hospital. It's been, I believe, 2 days. Today is Tuesday, March the 3rd, 2026. I was released from the hospital Sunday, March 1st, 2023. Sunday, March 1st of 26. So just to give a whole synopsis of like what happened, how it's been. I was diagnosed with Cushing's disease, which means your body is like always in like a fight or flight. Your cortisol, like everyday life is just kind of hard. I had a right adrenal removal, which had a mass on there as well. Waiting for a follow up. I did see some test results come back, but I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to go and say what I think it may have been saying. But I will at least say that that was what happened. I met with the oncologist. We scheduled surgery. Um, I had surgery on the 28th of February 2026. I was in the hospital for 2 days. I guess it could have been an overnight thing, but I'm glad I didn't do that. So if they are wanting to send you home and you're not comfortable with going home right then and there, I wouldn't. I think what happened with me was overnight I dealt with a lot of pain, and I felt like if I left that day, I would have been back in the ER that night because I couldn't handle pain management. So the additional day was to really focus on pain management, making sure I was set up to be good when I got home, which was great because doing that, I really felt like I was able to get home and where I'm at right now, recover. They also sent me home with a walker. Most people, other videos that I saw, they've had PT, OT. They did that as well. They came in. You're gonna have PT, OT. When I got out of surgery, I had a urine bag placed in my bladder. So the remaining of the day out after surgery into the following morning, they didn't want to do anything. They didn't want me up. They didn't want me doing anything. So they did that, and I was on heavy duty pain meds. Um, but after that, they want you walking a lot using this. Let me see right here. Using this thing, I even got, like I said, I got sent home with the walker. They're also sending home health. So it's 6 to 8 weeks is what I'm being told of the recovery. Home health was actually going to come today, but I'm not at my house. I'm recovering at my parents' house, so they having to go back and get that fixed and get that handled. So far, what I feel, I mean, it's been like kind of night and day based on what I was feeling before going into surgery. My recovery has been beautiful. Like I believe they got it right. There was a chance that they also was going to take my gallbladder out at the same time. But because of the higher risk, that did not happen. I knew that I needed my gallbladder out going into the surgery. We talked about it, and if he could take it, he was going to take it, but it wasn't the best thing, and I'm glad he didn't because this isn't an easy recovery. Like, you are going to need like help. You're going to need, help. So if you are looking to get this, I definitely would get it, and I would definitely just make sure that you have help. Loose stuff to wear. Like, it's so many like things that I could say, like what I would do that I didn't know prior. And just kind of, if you look through your insurance, if you don't have like family members or whatnot, they have like programs that can send out. The recovery is not as brutal as it seems, but it is very much a slow process, and you have to be patient, and trying to rush it is not good. Food wise, you're going to be eating very just kind of, you can, they take you off any restrictions, but very bland. I do have to take steroids. They gave me like a good amount of medicine. So they gave me about 6 medicines. I can tell you here, one is a muscle relaxer, stool softener. They gave me a nerve blocker. They gave me medicine for nausea. They gave me pain medicine, and then a steroid. And that's just what I was sent home with. You can also, if you don't want to take the pain medicine, but they say you can rotate with the Tylenol as well. So that is that. I think I may follow up with like a couple months down the road, like seeing like what all has happened, and maybe even go back and tell even further like how we got here. But this is post surgery, still in recovery, and yeah, I had it done in Atlanta. I'm from Georgia, Piedmont to be exact. Was the hospital. The surgeon, he was really good. I think it's only like 2 surgeons in Georgia that do it, and he was one of the ones. The hospital was great. Most of the nurses and staff was good. My last day out, I had a little bit of a but the other days were really, really, really good. I did have support. I had my best friend. She was there majority of the time. My dad was there as well. My other friend, she came for a little bit. My brother came. So I had I had people helping round the clock. I wasn't really there. I think probably a couple hours, like, without anybody. But, I mean, the nurses are there, so there's nothing they can do. I just had to recover. The first day out of surgery was a little rough. The first day out of surgery overnight was the roughest. It was the roughest day. The first day home was the second roughest day. Like transitioning out of the hospital to home, because once they start to manage you in the hospital, you're good, because you're just like, all right, cool. But then once that pulls back and you start to have to do that on your own, it's one thing I would highly suggest. If they don't send you home with a walker, but to get it, because just pulling yourself up, it's good. Make sure you stay on top of your breathing. Just give yourself grace. This is, like I said, I'm not even a full week out of surgery. But I feel myself being like very strong. My scars, I may show that later. Not right now, but I do have, it looks like 6 scars across my belly. I had a robotic like surgeon, like the robotics to come in and do it. So right now they're more itchy than anything. They're a little tender. Like I said, I feel them the most moving from up and down. Your stomach is kind of a little upset too because of the medicine, but for the most part, it's not bad. Like, it's not bad at all. I have other things, so this is kind of. I feel like this was probably one of the most like thing that I had to deal with, like with of how I felt. But yeah, so if you are getting ready to have this surgery, or if you know someone who's getting in, you're just trying to understand what's about to happen, don't be afraid. Like, I was a little nervous. Anytime you have surgery, you're humanly nervous. I am gonna not lie. Like, the first day, it sucks, and because in the hospital, I did stay overnight. They was gonna release me the next day, but I was just like, no. Like, you're not going to release me in pain. So that's just kind of like, I know I'm gonna have to have pain, but you're not going to release me to the point where I'm leaving the hospital in unbearable pain. Now, to have a little bit of pain, some manageable pain, cool, but no, that's not going to happen. advocate for yourself, advocate for those that, you know, who are there. I had a very good team that did that. I had my best friend, she was there the entire time, and even to the point where, you know, where the nurses might have not been able to do, she was there, making sure I'm good, clean, taken care of. So just to have somebody, a family member to be there, or a friend or someone you know, are comfortable with being there, I would suggest you to do that, because a lot of stuff you're not. Another thing I would suggest you to do as well, when they are coming in to give you your medications, I would have someone write down what they are giving you at what time. Because when you get out of the hospital, if they prescribe you the same thing, you would know what works for you. So, like, for instance, they would come in and maybe do like a nerve pain, a muscle relaxer, and a pain pill or whatnot. Or then they would do just some muscle relaxers or steroid. So just whatever they would. And the reason why I say that's important, because when you get home, you want to keep up with how it's been working, how you've been able to manage your pain, how you've been able to kind of stop that, so you won't have to worry about the going to the ER. And then for me, I was taking off blood pressure medicine, so I'm having to monitor my blood pressure. I'm having to monitor, like, you know, making sure that I'm okay at that point as well. So like I said, I'm probably gonna end off here. Just saying that I'm doing good, and so far so good with the recovery, and probably make one more video just following up with what was the results of post-surgery and how I'm feeling maybe a couple months or weeks later. But this is the end of that. Peace out. Hopefully you guys got information that will help you for your upcoming surgery, or understanding which you may be getting ready to go to for your family or yourself. Peace.